Okay, I had to take a short break to go get the other dogs. Leo, please. Good boy, sit. Good boy. Okay, there's one other word that I mentioned that I forgot to explain. No, please. Good, stay. And that is no, which is what I just used here. I don't use no to mean bad dog. I'm not using that in situations if he's jumping up or chewing on me or doing things that are kind of naughty. I use no to mean try something else. You've made a mistake, it's not going to pay off. So, in this situation, if I put him in a sit or a place, he's expected to stay in that position until I release him. He made a slight mistake. He sat and then stood back up to follow me. So you notice I tell him no as soon as he stands up and he resets himself. He puts himself back into a sit position. That's exactly what I want him to do. So if he were to break the stay without me telling him he could move, I would say no and put him back in a sit. So that's how you're going to use that marker. It's to try and teach him to consistently stay. Oh, we have the mailman coming. This will be a good test. Stay. Good boy, Leo. Stay. Nani, quiet. Good, quiet. Good. Good, quiet. And I have been teaching Leo quiet. He doesn't really bark very much, so you aren't going to have a no, place. Place. Good boy, sit. Leo. Hey, sit. Hey, right here. Sit. Good boy. There we go. He thought I dropped a treat. So ideally, when I work on stay, I have a leash on him so I can more quickly get him back there, but we're trying to kind of test Leo and make things more difficult, so he's off leash today. You noticed he didn't want to go back on the bed, so I grabbed his collar and I pulled him on. I tried to lure him initially, and he didn't want to go, so it's important you still follow through and make him do what it is you ask. Anyway, so I was talking about quiet. The only time I've really noticed Leo bark is when he's playing. Occasionally he's been barking at his reflection in the windows, but he is learning quiet very well. So if he is barking, I use quiet followed by another command to redirect him away from what he's barking at. So if he were to bark at the mailman that just left, good boy, stay. I would say quiet, come, and I would probably put him on his place if he weren't already on it. The second command is meant to redirect him so he stops barking, just in case he doesn't listen to the first quiet command. As soon as he does quiet down, I reward him by saying good quiet. So you saw me reward Nani here. She growled a little bit at the mailman and then stopped when I said quiet, so I rewarded her after. Good boy. Stay. Nani. No, Leo. Leo, please. Sit. Stay. Sit. Stay. Good. Stay. Nani. Good boy, Leo. Stay. Nani, heel. Good. Good boy, Leo. So look, no. Place. Leo, no. Place. Sit. Good boy. Stay. So it looks like I'm working my dog, but I'm using her as a distraction for Leo's stay. Stay. Nani, heel. No. Good. Leo, sit. I'm going to put a leash on him because he keeps breaking. Sit. Stay. No. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Good. Good. So the leash is just to quickly get him back. He gets a little upset when you grab his collar. He thinks it's a punishment, and I don't want him to think it's a punishment. I just want him to think that he made a mistake. Good boy. Good boy, Leo. Camus, come. Good. Good boy, Leo. And you can see he kind of is a lot better with the leash on. Sit. Good boy. Because he associates that with training more. On heel. Good. Honey. Good boy, Leo. Okay, so now he's got the idea, he's staying really well, so I'm going to release him on a good note. Yes! Now you notice a lot of the time when I release Leo, I actually walk back to him. Most of my clients like to call their dog off the place with come from a distance. I strongly recommend consistently walking back and releasing him from the place, because if you do that too often, he'll anticipate the release and he'll break more readily. Good dogs. Okay, Nani, place. Girl, Candace, place. Good girl, sit. Good. Leo, sit.